plans that we are making that we might together serve you as faithful disciples in this world in these days. In Jesus' name. Amen. I'm going to introduce to you Pastor Esther Romo, and she's going to introduce the others who came with her from the Christ Kiswahili Mission in Nashville. We got a quick tour of the church building, and they took some pictures, and Mushi said that they're going to come back here some Sunday.
Definitely.
Wonderful. And but I'll let Pastor Esther, she's been a wonderful friend, even though I felt like I've just been with her a few times. She's a person that some people, you know, you just like them right away. I'm not one of those people. She is.
What are you about for that?
So, Pastor Esther.
Yeah, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
In Kiswahili we say, Bwana asifiwe, then you say Amen. Bwana asifiwe.
Amen.
Thank you. My name is Pastor Esther Ngomuo from Tanzania, originally from Tanzania, which is East Africa. And I have been pastor of Evangelical Lutheran Church in Tanzania for many years, I can say. As I remember, and I have been Lutheran, I used to tell people since my mom's womb, because all my parents are original Lutheran. And I grew up in this Lutheran seminary there in Tanzania because my dad was working there. And when he got married, so we were there. I grew there, went to kindergarten there, went to elementary school there, went to primary school, elementary school, high school, and college, seminary. So my CV was like really boring. It was makumira, everything. I didn't have any life. I had life, but the life was like there in that small castle or something like that. And then when I finished my first degree there, I told my parents, you know what? I will never study anything here in this seminary anymore because nobody will employ me. My CV is so boring. You don't know much. And one thing is like, I knew everybody who is Christian has to be Lutheran. If you're not Lutheran, you're not Christian. You're either Muslim, because I have some relatives who are Muslim background. So if you're claiming that you're Lutheran, you better be Lutheran. Because that was my world. Grew up in the seminary, that's it. But when I grew up, I come to realize, well, Lutheran is only one denomination among hundreds. And then, so from there, I get my master's here in America, Dubuque, Iowa. So I went to seminary there for my master's. At least my CV changed. I was so good, I say. So I get my master's there, and I get my master's there because my synod in Tanzania, they have companionship with Southeastern Iowa Synod. So we used to visit there, and then they offered me scholarships, so I went there to study, and then I went back home. Then I came back again for further study, doing my clinical psychology in Nashville, Tennessee. Why I choose to do that more than PhD in theology? Because when I was doing my master's, I did my research for orphans who are affected and infected with HIV/AIDS. So I went there and do my work there, and then I went back and worked with these vulnerable kids, which was like, you know, I come to realize that, you know, being working with them like a pastor is not enough. These people are suffering a lot in different ways, like holistically, spiritually, physically, psychologically. So I decided, these people, what about those who are not Christian? I need to study more about behavioral and clinical things, more than just spiritual. So combine spiritual and these behavioral things, it will help me to save this community. That's why I ended up coming here to study like counseling in clinical psychology. So that's what I'm doing. God wish next year I'll finish. Around May, June, I'll finish. Now I'm doing my dissertation. Again, I'm doing my dissertation in different area. So when I came to Nashville, it was 2008, nearly 8 Yeah, it has been a while. I came to Nashville and met Dr. Mushi. He was there. And I live with the family. My host family were from Tanzania too. So first when I came with all my documents, my letter. I'm a Lutheran pastor, so I take all my information. So this family, they used to go to different church, like community church. I went with them once, and then I asked, where is the Lutheran church here? They say, we don't go to Lutheran. They are Lutheran in Tanzania, but when they came here, they are not Lutheran. They choose to go somewhere. So where's the Lutheran church? They say, oh, there's one just 5 minutes from our house, but we don't go there. I say, okay, can you take me there? They say, yes, we're going to take you there. I want to go there. I want to connect with Lutheran. And when I worshiped there, that church, I was feeling like, oh, I wasn't comfortable. Then I went to Christ Lutheran Church. That's where I started going to Christ Lutheran. I met with Dr. Mushi and other Tanzanian and African people who were worshiping there. So I introduced myself. I'm a pastor from Tanzania. And so I continued with my school. And this family, they brought me there for the first time. Because I didn't drive, I didn't have a car. They had to take me every Sunday. Guess what? I became a member. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to go to church. They became a member, and their kids went to confirmation. They confirmed them, and it was like, yeah. So I ended up being a member. And then they asked me, why don't we start our Swahili mission, or Swahili speaking service, not mission? And I said, no, I just came here for school. I'm not a mission person. No. I'm not doing that because I'm here for one reason, school. And I had to focus on my school. And then, half a year, please, can we start our Swahili speaking service? We miss it. And they said, the Holy Spirit was telling me, do you think that you're going to sneak away being a pastor and just be a student? Yeah, it bothered me. And I said, you know what? I'm a pastor because I brought my letter here to the bishop that I'm a pastor. Now I'm telling people, no, I can't do it. But I was doing service in Christ Lutheran Church when Pastor Larry told me, hey, can you do? I was doing it. And here they're asking me Swahili, I say no. So I thought that, oh, we need to start. So we sit together and start our Swahili speaking. And then in that community, there were like people from Burundi, Rwanda, Congo. So we are gathering together and worship. And most of them were immigrants, some immigrants who are here, like workers like Dr. Mushi and others, and some students. But we have population of refugees who are there from East Africa, specifically from Burundi, Rwanda, and Congo. So they are there and they've been there for a while. So we started this mission. And then after, we were just worshiping as normal, knowing nothing about mission developer, mission one. We were just worshiping as a community. Until 2011, when Pastor Morgan came to that congregation. And she was so impressed. She said, Esther, oh, you're doing this mission. This is good mission. I said, that's not mission. We worship in Swahili. It's not mission. So it was part of the congregation because the Christ Kiswahili were focusing in this population. So we were working together, helping, and they were really enjoying integrating and helping these people. We people who are from foreign country and we don't know much. So they were really for us, especially for youth, kids, and women. They were really neat. So she asked me, you need to be a mission developer. They said, what is that? I don't know what is mission developer. Okay, she led me at the end of the time, 2012, our Swahili-speaking congregate group, they became authorized worship community from Southeastern Iowa City. That's when I started being a mission developer for real under the ELCA. And it took process because I told Bishop, you need to talk to my church back home. And we were communicating, I didn't sneak. We work very well, ELCA and ELCT, Evangelical Church in Tanzania. By the way, last week on Friday, my presiding bishop came and he met me in the head office, Chicago. And he said, Esther, are you here? Are you abandoned here? He used that word, are you abandoned here? I said, no, yes, I'm abandoned here because there's your sheep abandoned here. I want to take care of them. So, it was so funny. So we work together as churches. That's where now we ended up having Christ, I forget the word Christ. Christ, but the pastor said it's okay because they are Messiah, we are Christ, is the same thing. So that's why we started Christ Kiswahili Mission in Nashville, Tennessee, and Christ Lutheran Church is the one who hosts us in their building, not only host. They're kind of working together with us for a while. As I say, we are from, is it clear? We are from, you see the world map there, we are the continent, African continent, and you can see, oops, yes. Okay, we are this Africa, but we are in this part of Africa. And you can see in other parts of Africa, we are East Africa, whereas Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Congo, Malawi, part of Southern Sudan, and part of Somalia, and part Burundi, and Zambia, and part of Mozambique. We are just around those countries. You can get people who speak Swahili in those countries. So, but the population which you are saving at Christ Kiswahili Mission is mostly from Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Malawi, not Malawi, and Congo. At the moment, we are working specifically with the Congolese. The huge population are moving to Nashville, so we are helping them. I told you that I'm writing my dissertation. I ended up thinking about writing, after working with the Congolese population refugee, I decided to write something, the challenges which they're facing in this country, transition and other challenges which face refugees. Something which will help the community here, and the organization which brought them, and the church. So those are the background where we come from as in the country. Can you put the light down here? Yeah. Because yeah, as I say, Christ Lutheran Church, they are our host. You can see different things you do together at Christ with different people in our community. And Christ Lutheran Church is a little bit unique congregation in the middle of community, different people from different parts of the world. At the moment, Christ Lutheran Church, Christ Kiswahili is part of Christ Lutheran mission kind of thing, working together as Lutheran. But the church also hosts other congregations. So in the morning we have English service, where we Swahili people, we bring our people in this service so that they can integrate and learn from people of this country, so that we don't just sit ourselves there like different entities. So we come in the morning, bring them, listen English and learn. That's the way they can learn English and learn the culture. And then in the evening we have our own service. So, morning service for Christ Lutheran Church. At 12, they have Korea. They use the building. At 2, they have Hispanic, San Matias. And 3, in multipurpose room, there is Nepalese congregation. They worship there. And 4 is Kiswahili. So we have 5 congregations. When you come there on Sunday, it looks like United Nations. Oh, praise, people coming there. It's so busy. And sometimes there's another congregation, they're asking, can we use building? Because they see the congregation is inviting. Can we use the same? Look here, this is the reality. Unless you want to worship on Saturday or at night. But daytime is like this. It's packed. So this has been our host congregation. And this was my installation. It was 2012. After accepting the call of being a mission developer, Bishop came and other pastors, and they did installation for me. You recognize that people there. So, Bishop and other. That was my day. So, Christ Kiswahili Ministry, Christ Lutheran Church in Nashville is our host, as I already said. And we are authorized synodical worship community since 2012. Especially we are focusing for people from African descent in Nashville. And specific Swahili speaking. We have many people, but these Swahili speaking people from Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Burundi, and Rwanda. Those are our focus. I'm sorry, I'm putting my back to you. So So those are the people we are focusing to. And it has been very blessing for them because they receive part of what they need. Our goal is to fulfill Great Commission, go and make disciples. And how can we make disciples? Not only for preaching and teaching, to meet the needs of the people. People have a lot of needs. You can't make disciples if sheep are hungry. They won't follow you. You just pull them in the dry place or you don't give them anything, they won't follow you. Make the disciple and follower if you send them holistically. So that's our goal. And our services, we help immigrant and family settle into a new community. We help them in transportation assistance, translation, and teaching English as a second language, driving the manual, Tennessee manual book, we teach them. And multicultural, we try to tell them about the culture in this country, although I'm not expert, but I'm trying. If I miss something, I go to Pastor Morgan, what is this? What does it mean? Then I transfer to them. Also, Mush has been here for a while, so I ask him, what is this? So sometimes it's the matter of asking, and I've been bridge for these people, for American people and African people. I've been like a stepping stone. And they think that I know a lot. Everything they ask me, they say, you know what, some stuff I even don't know, but I'll ask. And these American people, they think I know everything about people from Africa, refugee. I don't know. I'm from Tanzania, they're from Congo, they different culture, different everything. They ask, why are they doing this? One of them asked me one question. Can you tell me, why do they have many kids? I say, I don't know. I don't have even one, so I don't know. And I can't ask them, why do you have many kids? I said, yes, you have kids. So it's those questions, sometimes you answer, sometimes you don't answer, sometimes you just use your wisdom to do what you have to do. So we've been advocating, like doing advocacy for these people. There's a lot of American life and culture and everything, which is really challenging for we African people. Sometimes we don't know this was right to do it, and sometimes because of life is very intense, you need to survive, the family has to survive, but sometimes you break the rule of the law without knowing, and especially driving. Like in Tanzania, drive on our left side. You come here to right. Oh my goodness, that was a challenge to me. I said, why are they driving like this? It's different. But again, these people who are coming, especially refugees, they need to learn to drive the car because they need to work. Nobody to take them to work. So whether they like or not, they have to make all effort to be able to drive. And guess what? You're driving, you don't know language, you don't know anything. You have all the signs are in English. What happens? Sometimes, yeah, they become very smart, and thanks God that God gives them wisdom how to do it because it's so hard. But if you don't know something, nobody will give you another thing to complement that. So we try to advocate for them when they're in trouble. Also to try to help explain to people why are they doing this. Most of the refugees they've been living in the camp for many, many, many years. 20 years, 15 years, more than 20 years. So you can imagine life in the camp. It's not easy. And that's not permanent life.
They're in refugee camps.
For 20 years. They've been living there. Especially people from Congo. They've been living in camp in Tanzania, in Kenya, in Uganda. Because there's a war in Congo for many, many, many years, since 1961, even before. Remember Belgium colony and then independence. The country hasn't been stable for years and years. So there's a lot of challenge. Always in Tanzania, we've been having refugees from Congo. That was why my passion was like, if we've been helping these people in Tanzania, now they are here in Tanzania in the camp. I've never been in the camp, but I know there's in the border of those countries, there's camps. Now they're here, why don't I help them? Put myself in. So that's what I do. And again, you will see, I'll show you a picture, we have a monthly community share table. And Christ, they decided, we create this community share table. It's like every end of the month, people bring stuff and take stuff. Anybody. So you bring stuff, you take what you need and you leave what you don't need. Or you have something at home you don't need, you bring on the table and people take it. And people, they can take from any congregation which use that building. That has been very blessing for most of our people. I'll keep saying, if you have questions, keep it until the end. Or maybe if you have, you can ask if you think that you're going to forget. I saw the hand out now. Okay, life together. We receive members in the congregation because I'm a mission developer, so we worship, but I'm not a congregation, so I don't have membership, you know. I think Pastor understands, I don't have membership. So people, if they want to become a member, they become member of Christ, but we work together to make them be able to get all documents they need. Until one day, maybe we're going to be congregation, I don't know, but here we have baptismal. Some kids coming here, they haven't been baptized. So we bring them to Christ and baptize them. That is one of the couple of families they had baptism last year. No, it's not one. I think, he wasn't here. And then this again, you recognize some pictures here, right? Who is this? Rebecca Cole. Rebecca Cole, when he was
Do you know that she grew up here?
you told me. That's why I put this picture purpose that she went together with us when he was in the synod office working with this mission congregation. So he came and visited us. So these are the pictures of life together, worshiping, and the baptism. I was baptizing one of our community child, so you can see. And sometimes it's a little bit challenging having service at 4 because sometimes people work. You know, those people work in the company, they can choose. You have to work, and then sometimes we have many, sometimes it's kind of fluctuating. But in the morning, we'll have those people, so it has been working like that. And we started another, for some people who live close downtown, here's outside of First Lutheran Church, so we use monthly there, we go there with the youth and other people who worship there. But mostly I use for teaching youth and children. Because most of them, they need even teaching, Bible, even how to open Bible, where's Genesis, where's Matthew, where's Old Testament, they don't know most of those things. So instead of just standing and preaching, you teach them. Sometimes they look at you, do you think that you understand? Hey, why don't you teach us? So I decided to teach them like you really teach them Bible and Christian life. And we have also Bible study, which we do house to house. You go to a certain house and do Bible study and talk and eat. And after we eat first and Bible study and then go home. So it has been very good. But at the moment, for a couple of months, it's been intense because of my schedule at school. But we do this. And when we do this, the house where we meet, that person will lead Bible study. So that's how we do. And we have confirmation class. This was all 2 classes, but we have confirmation class. We try to teach confirmation class together with the people in Christ so that these kids, they can understand English. And I'm there, I'm always there. I was taking pictures, not there, to translate whatever they don't understand. So on this picture, put them together, but usually we have 6. On top there, you see a picture of 6. I was telling Pastor, hey, we have 6 confirmation classes like in your class. So it has been working very well. And these are pictures of those. These 2, him and him, is their son. Those are 2 belong to this family, couple. These are couple. Yeah. And Mwamba, the name Mwamba. Mwamba is rock. Mwamba is rock, like Peter, rock. So they belong to him. And this is Sunday school. Tons of kids, from little one to, it's just, I didn't get all of them, but it's just beautiful when you get in the morning. The kids are just happy. And we have women group, like together, no, this is not women group. Like after service, after worship, sometime in a month, we eat. Evening after, we bring food, people bring food. We adapted American culture. Let me tell you. In Tanzania and Africa, we don't do this, except you have celebration of after service, feeding people. That would be so huge work. and cooking in the morning, bringing food. Remember, in Tanzania, most people, they walk to church. So are you going to tell them to bring food or Bible? Walking with food and Bible, yeah. But most of congregations, they're huge congregation. So, but if we have special occasion, but not always. But here now we adapted American, because we're an American. What is the culture of American? Hey, we worship, praise, eat.
Okay, when you have your dinners, are you fixing Swahili style foods, or are you fixing?
Africa, both, all.
Okay, so
African food. You know the food, let me tell you one thing. Whatever you have here, we have in Africa. But the way we prepare it is different. You know, the preparations are different. Most of African people we eat hot food, warm food. We are not called food people. Yeah, so sometimes it's hard for people to eat cold food, but again, we adapt to it here because of nature of the country. You don't have always time to sit and cook. So when they cook, people cook, not everybody, some women they cook and bring and we eat together, and that'll be good because when they go home they don't have to think about preparing dinner. Yeah, that's another picture of group. We always take group pictures. And this is youth group. Trying to help youth. Some of them, they have interest in music. They're trying to listen music, American music, gospel music, and then they try to adapt and sing. They say, yeah, Pastor, we can sing. Can we sing? They say, yeah, you can sing. So they try to sing those songs in English, which is very good. And again, we have all these youth who try to adapt in this culture because that's their life. So we also have VBS. Every year we have VBS where we work together with children in the community, our children and other children in the community. We have VBS where we gather all the kids and bring them, have VBS classes and whatever the whole week. And then it's tough sometimes. I have to drive the van, bringing them to church, taking them home, bringing. They enjoy always, all summers, but it has been happening like this. And these are part of VBS activities, like that little picture of the lady, she writing her name on the. In fact, this is Angela. You are talking about.
that's my name.
Okay, this is Angela. I didn't know that. Okay, now you see.
Yeah.
This is Angela. She was writing her name on the cross. Everybody was writing, and that was so cool picture. I like it. So, yeah. Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you. And I like this. Morgan was making bracelets, and other people are doing everything. And we were teaching them about the baptismal. Jesus was baptized, and they told them to draw different pictures. This little boy here, he draws this picture, and you ask, what is this? He said, it's baptism of Jesus. This is Jesus. John was baptizing. So he said, who is this? This is Jesus. Really? Yeah, you told us that Jesus was baptized in the river, so I'm trying to draw the event. So this is Jesus. That was cool. That was so cool. But in the Quran, he's not baptized until the head was going there. Yeah. And you know, when kids are gathered together, see these kids that are trying to make her hair, the little girl hair, and you can see Dr. Mush there always help. So that was good. This is what you call multicultural. These people, they know nothing about difference. They don't see the difference. They're different hair, different clothes. I think that's like what Christ intended us to live as human beings. So,
Amen.
yeah. And these are still activity, VBS activity, dancing, drawing, working, all the activities of VBS. And I say, I repeat this picture. I like to deal with youth because they need a lot. And their time, they have very short time. Youth, you know the age of youth, very short time before they become parents, father, mother. So in this age, we need really to make sure that we are giving them enough so that when they get out of this age, they say, yes, somebody taught me A, B, C, D, Christian life. And this is fellowship again. Some of us. The guy with me and Dr. Mushi is Pastor Kamal. Pastor Kamal is from Kenya, from Presbyterian Church. Most of the time we work together too. At Christ, he come and help working together with us. Also, we have women group. One of the program we have women group. Women, Pastor Scott, you know, sometimes we make a tote bag for Synod Assembly. We teach them, most of them, I can say all of them. They don't know how to use machine, electronic machine. We know you use all those manual, but now we teach them, and most of them, they've been able to make it and use it. They say, yes, when our kids dress or whatever tone, we can fix it easy, or we can fix our dress. And we teach them. I asked Pastor Morgan, they asked me to teach them how to cook turkey, Thanksgiving. I said, I don't know how to cook turkey. We don't. I said, no, I said, Pastor Morgan, hey. So he was teaching them to cook turkey, so that day, it was days before Thanksgiving. And usually, there's some good people, all are good people, but some good people, they give tons of turkeys. They say, can you give to your immigrant and refugee people? So we just give it to them. Last year I didn't get. They're asking me, are you going to bring turkey? I said, no. Anyway, and they asked me, what is Thanksgiving? One person asked me, how do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Tanzania? He said, we celebrate every Sunday, Holy Communion, Thanksgiving. No, our Thanksgiving. I said, we don't have your Thanksgiving. So she was thinking that Thanksgiving is worldwide. So I decided to adapt Thanksgiving for refugees, that we need to thank God for whatever way you go. From your country, running, some of the family died, all of them, living the home for 20 years. Now you're here in America. We really need to thank God for all those transitions and struggle. So we make it like, yes, American Thanksgiving, but we still have to thank God for who brought us here in this country and the opportunity we are having. So, dish, and then in that picture with they have their teacher was leaving to Ohio. She moved to Ohio, so that was the gift. You wrap them in African way. Unfortunately, now we don't have teachers to teach them, so, and we don't have, because you tell somebody to teach, you need to pay them, and we can't pay them, so it's hard. We say, okay, if I have time, I bring them and teach something, but if we can't, it's hard. We have, yes, sorry. This is women group 2, with kids and everybody, you know. You go somewhere, you don't leave their kids themselves. Put them on the back or hold them. Those are the family have kids and all these kind of things. And sewing, tote bags for Synod Assembly. They are busy making it. Last year and the year before, we made 200. Last year it was 400. This year it was 300 and something. It's not easy. Sometimes I say, oh, why did we start this? It's intense, but we make it. And this we do it to share the talents. After teaching them sewing, and then say, okay, we have nothing to share with you, Synod, but we can share our talents. Buy material from Africa and make tote bags and bring it, give it to you as a gift. So they always don't buy it, just give them and say, hey, we want to give them and show the good work we're doing, trying to do. And after sewing, most of the time, some people bring things to the refugees, so I give these women cups and pots and everything. I love this picture because this lady, she was just new, like 2 weeks, and they gave them clothes and everything. She danced. She was really, thanks God, and sang a lot of things, and she was so happy. They said, what did I give to her? She's so happy. For me, it was like just, and she said, everything is free? I say, yeah, people give to you, it's free. She's danced again, oh my goodness. And I couldn't imagine, because I never lived in the camp and experienced that life. So she knows what she gets. Especially when they just come, it's so hard. So for them, even the little thing is just a blessing to their life. And, okay, sorry. And here they are making apron, and after finishing making apron, they wear the aprons. That's the simple thing you can start with. Now we took pictures. Everybody was happy. Oh, this is my apron. can use it. So everybody was so happy. And again, after we finish, always I have to put them in the van, take them home, come back, pack the van and go. In that picture there, it was night, Tullahoma. Is Christ Lutheran Church? No, Christ, Tullahoma. Pastor Alex, yeah. That one day they bring, Morgan went there and put her truck, little truck, full of potatoes. And she brought, it was before Thanksgiving, I think 2 weeks, saying, these are potatoes from Tullahoma. We packed in bags. They took a lot. It was a lot of potatoes. Some of them I have to take to the families, but those are the things they can benefit and being in the group. And again, we have after-school program, which is very, very intense program, which have these people, kids are coming here, no language. Some of them very tough even to read and write, even in Swahili, because of the nature of system of education in the camp. So they come here very slow. If you come here at 16, they'll put in the class with other students from here, 16 age. They don't care, you know, you don't know, they put them according to your age, not understand. So what we do, we try to help them, at least to learn English, to write, some of them, they're really struggling even now. They came last year, but up to now they're struggling because at school, teachers, they don't have time to help individuals. It's hard. They're Nepalese, African, Middle East, everywhere. How can you do? So, it's your struggle. You have to make it happen. Even if they stay back after school, still. Teachers, they speak English, and you don't speak English. Nobody translates. So how do you communicate? Oh. Nguo. This is Nguo. See? And you say Nguo. I say, this is clothes. Imagine you are teaching refugee kids. Nguo. And he's saying, Guo? It's clothes. This is clothes. He say, Guo? Yeah, Guo. It's hard if somebody doesn't speak language and they're trying to teach in class, and this is simple, but you are teaching math, English, science, everything. It's just not easy. So we have them every Saturday. We meet from 10 to 1. We meet and teach them and help them, and we have snacks in the middle and continue to. And here they are dancing because Lutheran services in Tennessee give them towels. They were so happy and put them and start dancing and happy. Everybody was so happy dancing with towels. And that one up there, he just fall and say, thank God, thank God. You see the little boy up there. It was one of their sons. That was so funny. And, okay. Yeah, we're getting close to the end. And these are after school again program. Yeah. And this is, we ask for grant from Thriven, so you get a t-shirt, and then they like to use it as uniform. And then this is after school again, keep going, school, school, school. And then again I have to take them home so that they can be home safe. Those are the life of after school. And then we have to make sure that they follow the way of American way, which is safe. I like it is safe for them to make sure that they don't hurt themselves. And then we have Santa's workshop, which is coming very soon. Always we prepare Santa's workshop, and we try to give them gifts for Christmas. In Christmas we try to buy gifts, and even if it's a little gift, and give them as Christmas. They don't have that culture, but now they're in the culture where you give gifts. So these kids, they always enjoy having gifts. And this is youth camp. I remember when we have taken them to Luther Ridge, North Carolina. One family, they didn't want their kids to go to the camp because I say, we need to take you to the camp. They say, camp? No. No, no, no. We have been living in the camp for 15 years. Now we're in America. You want to take my kids to the camp? No. And they said, no, it's not like that one. Oh, you say camp. You say camp. She insists you say camp. So be careful when you use word when you talk with this. So we have in Tennessee cluster, we have a little camp there in Tennessee. Every year we meet, so mix with other kids, and we have the camp there. And then we meet their needs. Even those who are not coming for Kiswahili mission, Christ Kiswahili mission, we go to different family and provide things like couch. Not the couch you sit up or someone can brought with their truck, someone donate, and we give. And those little kids, we brought those blankets and things. They are so happy. They just drop them down and they sleep on it. They're so happy. So everything we see there, we went there for a reason. Giving chair, most of them there are chairs there we give to them. So it's a huge ministry. We give even food sometime to the family and the couch for them because sometimes they come without it. This is a Christmas gift. We buy clothes and some people, they give us money and we go and buy according to the age and everything and what we might think that they will need. Sometimes the youth, you give them like watch and new clothes you go to buy and then wrap them and then 24th evening I become like a Santa. I go to every house, hey, Santa's here. I go, Santa's here. So it's just very nice. And then we also teach them to cook cake Christmas time, and then they get, every family gets a cake for Christmas. And this is Christmas event, is me there, and they, nativity things. They play like Mary and all those kind of things. Those are the things we try to make them the memorable time. And again, we celebrate also Refugees Day in the world. We take them there so they can celebrate with other refugees. And then this is the end of the slide. Whatever you did, I wrote Israeli did. It's not that did. D-I-D. For one of them, the list of those brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Asante. It means thank you. Ubarikiwe. Be blessed. Thank you. Dr. Mushi, if you have anything to add in 2 minutes, you can, or if anybody has questions, you're welcome to ask.
I think you said it all, but we just want to thank you all for just making it possible for us to come and visit with you. And like Pastor Esther said, you mentioned, we're just trying to help, that's all. People come in need, we just try to do the little thing that we can do. Be it language or just giving them the direction. It's very challenging, but we believe in God, so God is going to be providing the way. It's not that easy, but it's a challenge that we all have to take. So thank you, Pastor.
Thank you very much. It was a lot, but I just want to put everything in you. If you meet with king or queen, you say everything. Don't say, I forget. No, you just show you everything, and you get picture of what we're doing in this country for these people. Right?
Can you imagine doing all the things that Pastor Esther is doing while working on your PhD? That's more than full time right there. So, you're very inspiring to us.
Yeah.
It's wonderful what we see that you're doing.
Thank you for answering the call.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just need more prayers and strength because sometimes you become overwhelmed.
Let me ask you a hard question. Sometimes we hear in the news or hear from people, all these refugees. We don't need more refugees. We don't need more trouble coming. Do you get affected by that? Is there any resistance to what you are doing?
It's very interesting because what you hear from the news is different to the reality if you live with people.
Yeah.
And remember, these people, they have lack of language. They don't know, sometimes they don't know what is going on in the TV either. Otherwise, it could scare them to death. So, working with people I need them, and then they work sometimes 2 jobs, 3 jobs to provide for family, and they work for American company or industry. They're not working for themselves. They get money, but they work for this. And then sometimes, for few of them who understand, it irritates them. They say, we were running there to come here and have good life. Now this is what is happening. It breaks their heart. And they say, I wish I could be able to go home, but most of them, they don't hear what politician or what the TV say is good things. And sometimes we try to educate them, you know, this is what is happening, and this is the reason why it's happening, especially in Tennessee. And they say no. But you don't want to impose a lot of things to them. They are recovering from a lot of things. So giving them again another stress. They come there traumatized, and now you try to give them another trauma here. It's not, for me, I think it's not okay. So we try to just to tell them the important things they need to know. And if they know that some of them they ask some they don't, but it doesn't impact like really much. As I said, they have their needs unique to whatever system say. Yeah. Or Dr. Mushi maybe has, I don't know.
All the people that are coming here through our immigration system.
Yes.
And they,
Yeah. Most of the Congolese, and it's a long, long, long process. And a World Relief, Lutheran services around the world, or Catholic Charity, World Relief, it's long process. It's not one thing, and this, especially in Africa, I can say, for this Congo, they screen them a lot. Ask them, they've been waiting years and years and years. Some of them, they will never even come. They will never. Those who are coming, they're very few compared to those who are still in the camp. Very few, yeah.
How big is your community?
The Christ mission, Kiswahili mission, it fluctuates. We have around, the maximum is like 65, 70, and sometimes we have more, sometimes less, it fluctuates. But what people whom we are saving, they are more than that, because our focus is not only for Lutheran, for Christ, the community, they are here. How can I bring something to you because you're Lutheran? Next door is not a Lutheran and say, hi. We don't do like that. And their kids, they're seeing what you're doing, and you're giving this and you don't give that. And you see they live communal life, so they talk and tell each other, oh, we get this from Pastor Esther, and they say, Pastor Esther, why you didn't give us? It's really hard for me. You go in those apartments, Pastor Esther, Pastor Esther, Pastor. Sometimes I say, this kid, they think that I'm so rich. They don't know where these things come from. I say, no, it's not me, you have to tell somebody, but they don't understand that. So for me, sometimes it's really challenging because they, Pastor Esther, if some family came, they need this and this, I say, well, I'll try to ask. You know, those kind of things. But I love it. I'm well known, more than you.
What's the percentage of the refugees that are coming with their families and those that are having to split from their immediate families?
I'm not sure. At least in Nashville, since April until end of September, there were tons of them which came. I'm not sure because I don't have number. I can't say because the statistic is high. But those whom I know, yeah, they can get even to 100, maybe 200 or something. It's families, and families have.
The families come together?
Yeah, they don't split. No. No. Usually, some years ago, they used to say, oh, parents, father can come with you. But now the conditions are the whole family. You are 10, 11, you have to come. And remember, they don't come free. They pay the ticket. And then when you come here, you have, after 6 months or a year, they'll send you the bill. You have to pay back the money and play. So that they can be able to bring others. Nothing free in America, so they have to pay. It's good, and they know that. And if they don't do it, it affects their social security and all these kind of things. And yeah, so they know how to, they learn how to pay.
We've got more to learn. We got another question?
Somebody wants to say.
The two families, Mr. and Mrs. Mwamba and Marceline, they are from the Congo.
Yeah,
They came with their family.
yeah.
So the little ones, they catch up with the language. But for the older ones, for them, the biggest challenge is language. They speak French, they speak Swahili, but the rest of the population, they don't speak Swahili, They came over here, so the biggest challenge is really just getting, the language. They are able people, but they just have to, So what we are doing is really just to try to reduce the shock, the culture shock we get when they come first coming, like when I first came in here. So we're trying to help so that they can settle, you know. So, like for me, I'm going to be a language instructor. So, you know, we can't teach everybody, but we can try to get some, you know, some language instructions and things like that, so that we can kind of help them. The little ones you saw on the slides, you know, the little ones, they can pick the language very easy. They've been here 6 months and then they're already reading, you know. So it's a challenge for the older, refugees.
And again, as I say, we use, because I'm not a teacher, sometimes you tell me to teach, I preach, so I'm not a teacher. But we look, some refugees, they were teachers in the camp. So we try to get them to help those who are teaching those kids. We don't get many Americans because it's hard, the language, but you try to take them and be there while they're teaching so that the translation will be there. They're really, and it's, again, as I say, it's really hard to get somebody just, can you come and teach for 3 hours and then go and just sit at home? No. They need you need to think, they need to pay. How much are you going to pay? Say, can you volunteer? That is volunteer. And my kids are hungry at home and need to pay bills. And so sometimes it's really hard. And we have people say, yeah, I'll come and volunteer, but it's really hard. So sometimes we do ourselves, try to help until I know one day we'll be able to help this kid and have people who will be really move with them as we wish. Yeah. You done? I will leave this with you, so sometime if you have time, you can sit and look it. Yeah. Shoot.
I'll copy it down.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it. And
This has been such a gift, and we've learned so much so fast, but we look forward to learning more in this relationship to develop the girls. You have a lot more to teach us, and hopefully we can share with you also.
we are here to learn too. I have a lot to learn from you. I've been really learning a lot from you, and accept the differences, because even you as American, you are not the same. You differ. We differ. Everybody. We're unique human beings, but we need to live together in those differences.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Let's stand. That seems like singing the doxology. Praise God for all blessings. Flow is a good way for us to close out this evening. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above the heavenly host. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Amen. Go in peace, serve the Lord.